Fourth episode of the afternoon show. I'm Haley.
And I'm not Meredith. She is still on vacation.
Yep. So Leah will be filling in today.
Yep.
And she should be back next week. Well, the Grammys were on April 3rd this year. Some highlights from the night were performances by Billie Eilish, BTS, and Olivia Rodrigo, who won 3 awards at her first ever Grammys. Jon Batiste was nominated for 11 awards, and he took home 5, which made him the most decorated nominee this year.
Due to all of the wintry weather, the Minnesota Twins have decided to postpone their home opener. It was originally on Thursday, but was now rescheduled for this Friday at 1 p.m. This will also be the first opening day for the Twins without any pandemic-related restrictions. Other events will be breakfast on the plaza. They have also been moved to Friday morning.
Twin legends Tony Oliva and Jim Kaat are set to throw the ceremonial first pitches ahead of their induction to the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Haley, have you ever wondered if mice can get COVID?
No, I haven't wondered that. Why?
Oh, well, now Mickey Mouse can hug kids again at Disney World.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that things are
cool.
getting back to normal.
Yeah, I'm glad they're getting back to normal, too. I mean, it's a little late, but yeah.
Well, in other news, the television station WCCO recently found some archive footage from the teacher strike back in 1970. If you look at this photo, can you tell who this 11-year-old boy is? Well, if you couldn't guess, it's Prince, and that video is one of the only videos found from when he was younger.
I'm surprised there's not many other videos of him.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty big Prince fan. Well, I wouldn't say I'm a huge Prince fan, but I like his music, you know.
Yeah.
When Doves Cry is probably my favorite Prince song, so yeah.
In other news, the fish are also doing great. They are still alive.
News.
Bonnie and Clyde are living their best lives, and they had a great spring break.
Yeah, I'm glad they survived spring break.
Me too.
And now we're going to throw it over to Jackson, who has an interview with our baseball coach, Mr. Graff.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm with Mr. Graff, the state champion baseball coach, who won a state championship last season, of course, as we all know. So, I heard you guys went to Florida very recently. How did that go?
Oh, it was a great experience, you know. We started going there right before COVID, you know, and then COVID shut us down for a couple of years. But we were excited to get back. We saw some really good teams. The first team we played had 3 D1 ball players on it and stuff. And it was great to get down there and get out in the warm weather and kind of see what the guys could do on the field. But it was a lot of fun.
Speaking of the teams you played against, what states were they from?
We played 1 from Pennsylvania, 2 from Kentucky, and 1 from Florida. So, yeah, good little mix, good baseball. Yeah, a lot better than what we saw last time.
Did you guys have any downtime when you weren't playing baseball on the trip?
Well, it definitely, baseball was a priority. We got a lot of baseball in, but we definitely had some downtime, and we got to, spend a little time on the beach. Guys did a little, I know some did a little like kind of miniature golf, and then we spent a night down on the boardwalk where we went out to eat as a team and kind of walk around at the shops and do some stuff there. So a little bit of downtime, but a lot of baseball.
Mm-hmm. So I asked you this question right after last season, and I will ask it again. What are your expectations for our baseball team this season, and have they changed since I asked you before?
You know, our expectations are as high as ever, especially after what we saw down in Florida. You know, I think it's probably the deepest team we've ever had, and I've been teaching and coaching in the district here for 25 years now. So if I thought we had good pitching last year, I think it's even gotten deeper this year. In fact, I think our first game against Pennsylvania with those 3 D1 guys, our pitchers threw a combined no-hitter. So against really good competition, they came out looking really good right away. So I think our expectations are the same. You know, we want to compete for a conference championship, something that we haven't won since 2006. And we want to make sure we compete for another section championship, another trip back to state for sure.
Mm-hmm. What is your in-game strategy for this upcoming season?
You know, I think we kind of take that as a game-by-game basis. You know, obviously our strategy is score more runs than the other team. You know, we always kind of say pitching and defense wins games. Offense determines by how much. With our pitching, we're not going to need to score a lot of runs to win. So we're going to make sure, if we can get up, 2-3 runs a game or something like that, we're going to give ourselves a good shot. Now, obviously, we want to score more, but, my philosophy is kind of let the guys play. We got guys that have talent, and I want to stay out of their way. I want to let them to kind of showcase what they can do, and, not micromanage or kind of stifle them too much. Let them play with their abilities, I guess.
When is your first game against a team from Minnesota?
Well, we were supposed to play yesterday against Mayo at home, and that got rained out, obviously. We're supposed to play tomorrow against JM, but that one's going to get snowed out, rained out. So we're hoping that next week we can get our first game in at home against Eastview, I believe is what it is.
Okay. And the final question is, how has the weather affected how you've been playing?
Well, in Florida, it was loose and warm. It was great. It was 88 and sunny every day down there. A little bit of a breeze, but that's okay because we play with that back here. Obviously, this week we're it's kind of stuck inside the gym, but we kind of take an approach that it's not that we have to go in the gym; it's that we get to. We try to choose our attitude. Approach things. Worry about the things we can control, not worry about the things that we can't, like the weather. The calls that an umpire makes and things like that. So if it's going to keep snowing and being cold, we'll go inside the gym. We'll get better every day, and it just gets us that more excited to get outside once the weather turns nice.
Thank you, Mr. Graff.
Oh, thank you.
Send it back to the hosts.
Thanks, Jackson and Mr. Graff.
Yeah, I know baseball is always one of our stronger sports. Baseball and wrestling are always the ones that I know that I can count on.
Yeah, I think all the sports are doing really great this season. Well, prom is coming up quickly on May 7th, and tickets are going on sale next Monday, April 11th for $55. Be sure to get them by the 21st, otherwise the price goes up to $60 from April 22nd through the 28th. You can find more information about that on Schoology.
Now we're going to hand it over to Will, who has another great top 10 lineup for us.
Hey guys, I'm back for top 10. We had that week break. I hope everyone's spring break was good. I know I heard a lot of you guys traveled. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. The past two top 10s, okay, I hear you guys now, all right? I know that my top 10s probably, at least the past two, Mario Kart was strong. We started strong, but we kind of wavered a little bit. Hopefully this week's is going to fix it. I want to thank my friend Harper for the idea. It's top 10 Minecraft mobs. And also thank you, Coach Piper, for the ideas in the lunchroom. You scare me sometimes, but thank you. Thank you. So without further ado, we're going to jump into the top 10 for this week. It's top 10 Minecraft mobs. At number 10, we have the slime. When me and some of the guys were putting this together for the top 10 for this week, we usually go into a tier list topic and we just start sorting out. And we took notice of the slime because it's a neutral mob. Oh, by the way, I should probably get the rules out first. For the rules for this week, so we're not doing any neutral mobs. So, foxes, neutral mobs pop up, but non-hostile mobs. So dogs, cats, ocelots, foxes, pandas won't be appearing on this list. Additionally, no boss mobs. So the Ender Dragon will not be appearing on this list. Sorry. But anyways, we're here to give spotlight on the slime. The slime's on here because it breaks down into littler slimes, and it's relatively neutral. I know I said no neutral mobs, but this one, we'll make an exemption for the slime, but it can't attack you. At number 9, this is probably like my least favorite one in the game. It's the Ghast. I am not a big fan of the Ghast. Whenever I go into the nether to try and loot up and get some netherite, I always hear these things god-awful cry. And Devin the sound guy on top of it. It's the worst. And then you're just blasted with this giant ball of fire, and next thing you know, you have to respawn in your bed, and you lost all your progress. It's great. I love it. Number 8, featured similarly on here, is the skeleton. When those first couple nights, when you're trying to loot up for wood or material, dirt, what have you, and these guys are out there in the middle of the night shooting arrows at you, it's just, you don't need it. You don't need it. It's getting in the way of your grind. At number 7, we have the Pillager, a relatively new mob. I kind of like them because it looks like Squidward. It's a gray villager, thus Pillager. But if you follow them back to their outpost, you can get a lot of good loot there. They had those funny little bull things that also look like villagers. So I don't know what the evolutionary line looks like there, but it's probably weird. At number 6, we have another new mob. It's the Piglin. These guys replaced the zombie pigmen, along with the zombie Piglin replaced the zombie pigmen. Not very proud of you for that, Mojang. You let me down. But the Piglins go on here because they look funny, they make funny noises, and they carry gold. I think those are 3 very likable traits. Number 5, we have the Spider. It's a pretty neutral mob during the daytime, but of course during the nighttime it will attack you. You get silk out of it, and sometimes skeletons ride them. Spider Jockey's not on this list, guys. I'm sorry. At number 4, we have one of the OG mobs. It's the Zombie. It's the green version of Steve. It's a zombie. It'll attack you. They burn up in daylight, but they can attack you in caves. Sometimes you find a zombie spawn in a cave when you're first exploring, your new world that you develop. And really, it's just one of those pivotal mobs that will always be there for the game. And I think that, this will just be one of the, definite points of Minecraft. At number 3, it's one of my personal favorites, but it's no longer in the game. It's the Zombie Pigmen. These got replaced by the Piglins and the Zombie Piglins, but the Zombie Pigmen will always have a special spot in my heart when it comes to Minecraft. Shout out to Monster School if you guys remember that. Yeah, solid mob. At number 2, we have the Enderman. These things make a similar cry to the gas. They're terrifying. If you hit them, they like to teleport, and they'll surround you, and it's scary. But when you're in the end and you're trying to fight the Ender Dragon, there's a bunch of them. It's great, I know I described it as they sound pretty terrifying, but, I like Endermans. They're cool. Also, shout out to my friend Eldine. During the football season, I gave you the nickname Enderman because you were wearing a black defense practice jersey, and you made a funny noise. So your nickname was Enderman. And then at number 1, there was really no doubt. I think we all saw this coming from a mile away. It was the Creeper. I don't know. The Creeper's pretty cool.
Creeper.
Devin, the sound guy, very fond of this song. I don't know. It's the Creeper, When you think Minecraft, you think of mining, you think of playing with your friends, you think of the dirt block because that's, the icon, and then you think of the Creeper because it's just one of the most memorable things about the game. And that's been my top 10 list for the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll definitely find out in like 10 minutes when you guys blast me for it. But I'm going to send it back to Leo and Haley.
Thanks, Will.
I remember during quarantine when we were all stuck at home, I made the coolest creative Minecraft world ever. I made I think it was cool. I don't know what other people will think, but I made football stadiums and stuff. I made a lot of buildings and stuff. It was really cool. I don't know, maybe I could do a segment on this show about it.
Yeah.
Because it was a pretty cool Minecraft world. At least I think so. I'm proud of it.
That's pretty impressive. Well, recently we played a game called Box of Lives, so now we're going to watch that. Hey guys, it's Haley and Meredith, and today we're going to be playing Box of Lies.
So the rules are, we'll alternate off. One of us will get an item, some sort of weird item, and then we can either describe the object in front of us to the person on the other side, or we can lie. And the person has to guess whether we're telling the truth or lying. If I'm lying and Haley gets it right, then Haley gets a point. But if she gets it wrong, then I get the point. We'll play 3 rounds today. So let's get started. Okay, in front of me, I have an iPad. And the iPad has a picture of a goldfish pulled up on it. And the caption underneath is interesting facts about goldfish, goldfishlive.com.
You're telling the truth. Oh my gosh! Why do I lose every time?
Soup?
Are you kidding me?
Great job. Well, because we know that Mr. Chowchi keeps soup in his office. So if I told you it was soup, you'd know I was telling the truth.
Yeah, but you could be lying because I knew that would make sense.
Okay, well, point for me.
Whatever, okay. Next one. Okay, in front of me, I have the fish in their bowl.
Which one's closest to you right now? Which fish?
I don't know, they're both just kind of hovering, in there.
What's the closest color of rock to you on the bottom?
There's 5.
Well, what colors are they?
Blue, green, orange, clear. I don't know.
You're telling the truth. Hey, look at that. Dang. I heard it move.
How did you hear it move? It's in the fish tank. It could be anything. No. Yeah, it could. It could be the sound of anything. He's breathing at me.
He's breathing at you?
Yes.
Okay, so in front of me, I have an old-fashioned video game controller, and it's painted green. And you have a dog.
I do have a dog.
It's painted green, and it has like the little joystick on it. And then there is a spider strapped to the game controller. I know you don't like spiders. I know.
Real or fake?
It's a fake spider. It's a
Good.
large spider that's strapped to the thing with a hair tie.
What kind of spider?
It's purple,
What color hair tie?
red.
Wait, describe the controller again.
It's green, and it's like,
What kind of controller, like what brand?
I don't know.
It doesn't say it on there?
Oh, Nintendo.
I think you're lying. The spider is not purple, that is black.
This is purple. I don't want to touch it.
You're just terrible at giving clues.
You're just really bad at this game.
Okay, whatever.
Demonstration.
In front of me, I have a tube of Colgate toothpaste, and that's it.
What's it?
Toothpaste. Colgate toothpaste.
What color is it?
Blue.
You're lying.
Dang. Wait, if I change the brand, does it count?
I feel like that's so specific.
That it was specific, but I said it was Colgate and it's Crest.
Oh, you're lying. I win.
So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Obviously, I was not very good at this game because Meredith won every single round.
But if you guys would like to play with us, the DMs on our Instagram page at fhsnews.now are open, and we'll invite you guys on the show to play with either one of us or another member of our crew.
Thanks so much. Have a great day. Yeah, so that was pretty fun, but I'm not a big fan of that game because I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, next Will has a weather update for us.
Hey guys, I'm back. Weather with Will. It's, the weekly standard, but usually with weather during the Try 3 show, we try to implement some sort of segment before weather. So I thought, with the segment that I wanted to bring this week, I wanted it to sort of help you guys and not just be, some content that you guys are just going to ignore and, look at Snapchat on your phone. So this segment is going to be called Quote of the Week, and I'll just be pulling from favorite quotes that I find on the internet or, things that have really impacted me. And this week's quote is, "You have not come this far, only to have come this far." And I know you're going to hear that and you're going to think, well, no, duh. But what I want you guys to take away from this is that in life, you're constantly going to be thrown into challenges, obstacles. You're going to be climbing that mountain, and it's going to, you're going to get tired down. And I just want you guys to know that once you climb that peak or you feel like, you're at a point in life where you're not sure what's next, life has a funny way of always working out in your favor at some point. You're always going to be able to find comfort in your friends, in your family, and your loved ones. And I want you guys to know that you're never alone and that, be mindful that everyone has a chapter in life that typically goes unread, and you never know what other people are going through. So just be mindful of others, be mindful of yourself, look after yourself, and take care of yourself. Please, please, please. So with that out of the way, we're going to hop into weather for the week. I'm going to be honest. I read this weather on Monday. It's probably not all that accurate. You guys are going to be a little mad at me. You guys probably wish it was 46 degrees outside and just cloudy, but it's not. It's raining. It's wet. It's snowing. It's Minnesota, guys. We know the drill by now. We've been doing this for a while. It says the high was 46, and it's 33, but it's like 33 outside, cold, wet, and rainy. Track athletes, I don't think will be outside today. Tomorrow, we're looking at 40 with a low of 30 with more rain predicted. I'm sorry, I can't control the weather. I just report it. And then on Friday, we're looking at a high of 37 with a low of 24, cloudy again. And, maybe this weekend will be correct. Maybe it'll pick up. Maybe it'll be sunny. We got a high of 41 and a low of 36 on Saturday with some sunshine in the, cards for it. And hopefully we get some sunshine. I'm really ready for it to be spring. And then on Sunday, we're looking at a high of 50 and a low of 39 with some more sunshine. I think it'd be kind of nice to have another 50-degree weather day. It's been really cold lately for some odd reason. I came back from Orlando, being used to like 90 and 80-degree weather, and I came back to this. So I'm kind of sad about that. But Mr. Tauchi really wanted me to let you guys know that it's his wife's birthday this Saturday. So Danica, shout out to your mom. It's her birthday. Yay. Yeah, Devin's even excited for it. Woo! So I'm going to throw it back over to Leo and Haley. Have a wonderful rest of your day, guys.
Thanks, Will.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that the weather is going to be nice this weekend
Yeah, me
because
too.
I cannot handle all the snow and rainy weather.
Yeah, on Thursday, April 14th, the World Cultures Club will meet in room 2104 at 2:20 p.m., then head outside to learn about sawdust carpets and make their own using chalk.
Attention 10th and 11th graders. Are you interested in joining Link Crew? There will be an informational meeting on Tuesday, April 12th at 7:30 a.m. and 2:20 p.m. You can go to whichever meeting works best for your schedule. Now we're going to check out this cool video from just one of the many fun events that Link Crew gets to do.
Now we've got some baby news. Baby Klein, baby Kieran Patrick Klein, was born April 2nd at 2:27 a.m. Both the baby and mother are doing well. And before the show ends, I do want to say something, because I was getting some hate for my sports last week. I do not think that Tua is the next Josh Allen, or even a similar quarterback to Josh Allen. I don't think that Tua is a good quarterback. I was just saying that Josh Allen wasn't good his first 2 years, so it takes time for quarterbacks to develop. But I do still stand by on what I said about Davante Adams and Tyreek Hill getting old and their production going down next year. And that's all we have for our show today.
Now we're going to leave you with some of Miss Schneider's students' street art projects. Have a great afternoon.